C.
C.
Innovation. Huh?
More innovation.
Wings.
Weapon. More weapons.
Oh my God! Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! 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 Spokesperson. Secret.
A new mode called 1 vs. 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs. 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs. 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs. 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs. 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs. 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs. 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs. 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 vs. 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
C.
C.
Innovation.
More innovation.
Wings.
Weapon. More weapons.
Oh my God! Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! 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 Spokesperson. Secret.
A new mode called 1 vs 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 vs 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
C.
C.
Innovation.
More innovation.
Wings.
Weapon. More weapons.
Oh my God! Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! Yes! Spokesperson. Secret.
A new mode called 1 vs 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 vs 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Next Door Showdown, where the teams from Bangladesh and Nepal are battling against each other for the victory, obviously, for the glory. By the way, we are into the quarterfinals right now, and it's already day two for the quarterfinals, and we will be heading towards semifinals right after today. And we have already got two semi-finalists from yesterday's matches, and from today's matches we'll be having two more semi-finalists. And yeah, the matches today will be held right after some minutes. By the way, talking about the matches, it's between Vintage Victory versus September 9. That's going to be match number 1, and Larry versus Team Blue, which will be match number 4. And yeah, it will be best of 3 series, just like yesterday. And as caster, I'm here, Susan Rai, and we had ventriculist yesterday, but he is on break for some few matches, so I'll be waiting for him and to join in upcoming matches. By the way, we have already entered the game number 1 of match number 1 today. Vintage Victory is on the blue side, and red side we can see there's team September 9. All right, we can see the Grok getting banned, which was very popular yesterday. He was getting banned or getting picked. Most probably he has that 100% winner pick rate. Sorry, picker ban rate. And from the side of step number 9, they are banning out Angela, which is obviously really annoying hero because of her low cooldown after the recent patch. It is as if she doesn't have any cooldown of her ultimate. And once again, Vintage Victory is going for Vasha ban, which I think we didn't see Vasha getting prioritized in match number 1 of yesterday, where we are bots were playing against. That was low expectations, where low expectations were defeated by We Are Bots, and We Are Bots are the one of the Bangladeshi team which have entered the semifinals. And let's see if there will be more Bangladesh team or not in semifinals. We'll figure it out in today's matches. All right, talking about the bans, we can see some dash heroes like Arlott and 1-1 getting banned, which are obviously very strong in this meta. And talking about meta, I guess CC is one of the annoying hero which should be banned out by either of this team. Okay, for now it's September 9 who have that chance to ban out CC. And yeah, there they goes. They have banned out this CC. They don't want to face that annoying CC. For the first pick, Vintage Victory, they've got the chance to pick either Isunsin or Lancelot, but I guess they are comfortable with Isunsin. Obviously, I think, in my opinion, Isunsin is less mechanical hero than Lancelot, which is, I think, a bit easier to play in slightly higher ping, which is the ping that both of the teams will be getting, because they are playing from different country. September 9 they are playing from Nepal, and Vintage Victory they are playing from Bangladesh, so they will have to play in a server where they will get similar ping. September 9 they are going for Lapu Lapu early pick with Kimi. Right, there is not so much tanky hero from the side of Vintage Victory, but still they are opting for that Kimi pick, which is famous for the snowball. So let's see if September 9 will be able to snowball or not. Vintage Victory with double pick. I think they should be prioritizing some XP laner, because most of them have already been banned, and we can already see September 9 with Lapu Lapu. according to yesterday's matches, Gaza and Badang were very popular. But okay, they are not going for the tanky picks right now. They are going for some pick off and burst hero like Lunox, which can be flexed in either gold lane or mid lane. September 9, they are closing the phase 1 with Hayabusa, where Hayabusa wasn't popular yesterday, but we can see. I think that's going to be the first pick, first Hayabusa pick. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. All right, we're moving towards the phase 2, where Elise is getting banned. We already saw Elise from Hybrid yesterday, which was played from Team Hora Esports, and he was like getting facing no damage at all because he was already too fat during that game. And another XP laner getting prioritized by this team September 9. Uranus was banned, and again Vintage Victory are also banning some heroes which could have been flakes by them. But okay, they are targeting the roaming position, so they are banning that Gaza, as well as we can see Hila, which could have been a great threat against Eastern Scene. Her invading capability is top tier, so yeah, they didn't want to face that in those invasion with Hilda from Team September 9. Okay, it's September 9 opening the second phase of the draft. That's going to be Akai with them in roaming position, obviously, because I don't think he will be or they will be flexing that Akai in jungle position. And yeah, I don't think Hayabusa is able to flex in any of the lanes. Vintage Victory, they are okay. They can still flex that Lunox. So they'll be needing an XP laner, which will be Esmeralda, and they will be playing Bane in gold lane, I guess. Oh yeah, Ben could be flexing mid lane as well. But I think in the gold lane, Ben will be having a easier time rather than Lunox, but it's still there's the flexibility that they can go for. But okay, we can see Vintage Victory are with 4 magic dealing damage heroes, or maybe 3. We cannot count Kalia because Kalia is also a physical damage dealing hero. So that's going to be the end of the draft phase because September 9 they have chosen Granger as their gold laner. Okay, they are going for the typical lineup where gold laner, a marksman is preferred in a gold lane because we from what Araf said yesterday, Bangladeshi teams are used to play some different heroes like CC and Bane or even Ruby in gold lane. So they are used to play some heroes rather than the marksmen in gold lane. Okay, that's the draft of game number 1, and let's see which team will be able to win the game number 1. It's based of 3 series, and it's knockout season, knockout round, by the way. If either of a team will face 2 losses, they'll get knocked out, just like yesterday where Low Expectation was knocked out by We Are Bots. And I think Hora Sports, they knocked out one of the Bangladeshi team, which was known as Recon Legion. And similarly, there will be 2 team which will be qualifying to the semi-finals, and there will be 2 teams which will be going home today. All right, we can see lots of damage from both of the teams at the mid lane. But still, Hercules, he is relying to onto his own heal. He isn't retreating for now. Considering the snowballing capability of Kimi, they are just currently focusing onto the mid lane, I guess. We can see rotation from junglers moving towards the bottom lane where the gold lane is situated. September 9, they will be outnumbering the players on the bottom lane if there will be some sort of battle over there. Okay, there's only 7 seconds left for Startle to get small. Sorin with level 4. Here we can see Dash just recently tossed that level 4. Omega Flow with level 4 as well, but he will fall back for now. He just used his flicker, which will play a huge role in battle. We can see players getting bursted down. We can even see Sonder will be taking that turtle as well as kill onto Sandesh. Omega Flow with low SP, and that's with another kill. 2-1. But with turtle, I guess Vintage Victory has gotten an upper hand in this game. We can clearly see there's nearly 800 worth of gold lead. Let's see if they will be able to keep the tempo. There's chance of another battle getting started on the bottom lane. There's 3v2 situation right now, but okay, they are again rotating towards the mid lane. Falling Starmoon, Dash playing aggressively, and we can clearly see there's 2 level difference. Okay, Quad Shadow, and there's the Shadow kill. The flicker will not help Dash, and Dash will get taken down. Where okay, they are trying to trade on the bottom lane. Sorin with the kill against Zenecuity. That's 1 for 1, but on the gold lane, I guess September 9. They lost the trade. Again, they are trying to redeem as much as possible. $1K worth gold lead. Another turtle is about to spawn on the land of Dawn. Lame. He managed to ground 2 other players, but no any aggressive move over there. Hercules trying to pick one of the players. Okay, they are bursting down the turtle. I guess there will be no any contest Zenecuity with the turtle, where another Tsunami Slam onto, but still Rob will escape that Tsunami Slam. Still Sonder will be able to get that kill on this with low SP, will be able to survive. Omega Flow with flick. Last second, that was, and there is the damage. Omega Flow with another kill. Sonder with the first item completed. That's the Warx for him. Zenecuity with Under Strike. Okay, the pressure on the top lane is made by Super Zenecuity. Sorry, okay, that was Omega Flow. And we can even see September 9 pressurizing the bottom lane. Okay, they are just somehow managing to keep the pressure. Okay, that's the bravest fighter. Serval with low SP. Sonder will be able to get that kill. Omega Flow is still trying to utilize his ultimate. Sandesh is getting heavily poked. That's just completed the Enchanted Talisman. I guess there will be an aggressive player on the bottom lane. There's lots of player from Vintage Shadow, but they are not able to penetrate. Okay, that's the first item from Inconut. Okay, that will be, he will be prioritizing the Holy Crystal. Another itemization from Sunder, that's gonna be Hunter Strike, some few penetration. And that will matter a lot. He might be ganking the bottom lane, one-on-one situations, and QT low on HP will get taken down by Sunder. And there's previous fighter from Omega Flow. Hercules with 1 SP will be able to survive. And there is the deadly Synchronaut will take down Sir Rob. It's still Sundays with low SP will not be able to survive. Sorin will get that kill, and that's the total for them. Is dashing towards Omega Flow. Omega Flow with just 1 SP will be able to survive, but okay, that's it for them. He has managed to zone him out now. Inconad is rushing towards the targets. Alright, another sad kill, but he will get kidnapped with Tsunami Slam. Inconad with another kill. That's trying to zone out all of the players. Omega Flow using that Davis fighter defensively. Sunder, he's all over the map. He was pushing the bottom lane. He was ganking Zenikuti, and he got there on the turtle with the perfect timing. So the rotation from Sunder is on point, by the way. He again manages to take down tier 2 turret from bottom lane. They're trying to zone out the players and just pressurizing the lanes. They are now onto the mid lane tier 2 turret, and I don't think September 9 will be able to defend it. Again, Dash is dashing inside Sunder with another animation where there was another kidnap against Omega Flow. Inconad with SP, that's the shadow kill. Zero will get that kill against Inconad. Okay, Sundays might fall. Sunder is again playing aggressively. He's going in with that okay, Traceless, and still Seekers, and know the kill against Zenikuti. Another player, Lilim, with lowest SP, he manages to survive, or else they would have been another triple kill. Alright, top lane, again getting pressurized. Oh, Omega Flow is going in with his flicker, Griffin Seeker, but it's 1v2 situation will be on his disadvantage. He will fall, and that was a reckless move from him. I don't think they will be able to contest this lot because they have already lost an explainer. Sundays is still trying to give reason to his teammate Zongler. By the way, Serov is with another shadow kill. Sunder will be able to survive, and Inconad will get another kill. The beautiful Tsunami Slam from Hercules, and get another beautiful follow up by all of his teammates. Okay, they're trying to force the fight. Hercules with low SP. Inconad got taken down, but the heavy spin will not be able to pin down Sunder. Sunder is still trying to play aggressively. He's with his Mountain Shaker. But okay, that's the purpose of the battle. They are just trying to synchronize the lane, and they are just trying to dive into the base of September 9. Alright, that's another turret. There's still all of the holy still protected, but that's not gonna be intact after this lot push. I guess they are trying to force the fight on the top lane. I guess previous fighter I don't think was used defensively. Okay, they he in, but he will get kidnapped by Hercules, but it's still Hercules will fall instead where Lily was taken down by Inconad. Inconad is still trying to book the damage. He just need to hit that minion, and he will able to deal huge burst damage against the backline. Another Brevis fighter. Sorin wasn't stunned with that Landsaker. Sorin will be able to survive once again. Okay, quad side connected, Sonder. But according to the farm, I don't think Serov will be able to bridge down Sonder. Alright, according to the difference, there's 7,000 worth of gold difference between the team. And even we can see the map. It is completely under the control of Vintage Victory. With this condition, I don't think there is any chance of September 9 for their comeback, but still they are trying their best. Lilim with Kimi, he was supposed to snowball the game, but before he started the snowball, they were already the victim of his snowball by themselves. Now they are struggling, and according to the draft, I don't think they will be able to outscale the damage against Vintage Victory. And there's the another Lord, and instantly bursted by the players of Vintage Victory. There's the free Lord for the Vintage Victory. Yet they are trying to play aggressively with the Mountain Soccer, and it's still dashing towards the back line, and no, the Tsunami Slam, and that's the Zenecute getting picked up. Two of the players with low SP, but it's still Omega Flow with the Flicker, Landsaker, but it's still is not enough to take any players down or kill. Will get taken down by Lilium though. Four of the players is still standing, might be able to in this game with this Lord on the top lane. Okay, there's another start onto the back line. Again, Omega Flow is going one and only player towards the back line. Sarah will get bursted down against on this. Is the last. He is starting to defend this base, but being a tank, I don't think he will be able to defend this Lord push, and that's the game number 1 on the hands of Raycon Legends. Or yeah, oh, okay, sorry, my bad. That's not Raycon Legion. That's Vintage Victory, by the way. I'm really sorry for the mistake. By the way, that was total domination from the side of Vintage Victory. They didn't give any chance of comeback for September 9. And by the way, according to the draft from September 9, they were supposed to snowball by themselves, but they were too surprised by the players from Vintage Victory. There were some few picks. I don't know why they didn't pick like there was Lancelot, which was a really good pick in this meta to contest the turtle against, or to contest the neutral objective against most of the junglers, especially against Isensin. If there's Isensin left open, there's always Lancelot to to compete against him. Most of the time we used to see that rivalry in the jungler position, but then we can see they opted to pick that Hayabusa against Isensin. That might be one of the reasons. I'm not sure if that was the core reason. And yeah, there were lot of 10cc evil heroes to pick, but they opted for the Akai. Maybe they were trying to lock down some heroes on the wall. They were trying to pin down the some heroes on the wall, like Bane. He is very dangerous with his burst damage. Just one clock cannon, and he will be able to burst down the backline. So maybe that was the reason. I'm not exactly sure about that, but क्या we'll be able to see if they will be able to come back in the game number 2 or not. But before that game, we'll be back after a short break.
Mode called 1 versus 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 versus 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 versus 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 versus 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 versus 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 versus 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 versus 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 versus 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 versus 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
innovation.
More innovation.
Wings.
More weapons.
Oh my god! Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! Yes! Spokesperson. Secret.
Welcome back to the next year's Showdown, where teams from Bangladesh and Nepal are competing against each other for the glory. Well, we are into the quarterfinal phase, where two of the teams have already qualified for the semifinals, and we will be getting two of the teams for okay more two more teams today for the semifinals. And yeah, we are inside the game number 2 already for the match number 1. It was between September 9 versus Vintage Victory, where Vintage Victory have already claimed one victory against September 9, and now they only need the one victory to get inside the semifinals. Yeah, in September 9 they need to do the river sweep in order to enter or qualify for the semifinals. We can see 1-1 getting banned, and CC, that's going to be the hero, which will be forever banned, I guess, or maybe if it's C is opened by mistake, and that's going to be the first pick for any team possible. Okay, so C needs a great nerf if if they want to remove her from the priority pick. And then we can see Kalia getting banned because she was a lot of trouble for September 9. Especially for Serov, he was getting constantly picked up by that Kalia. He wasn't being able to contest for the neutral objective because of the presence of that Kalea, which can kidnap any players during during the neutral objective, or during any time. We can see Sensin getting banned, so I think they might be playing something sturdier, like maybe a defensive or fighter jungler in the line of this game, where September 9, they still got their Hayabusa open, but I don't think Hayabusa was the great pick in the game number 1. They are banning out Basha, which might give hint that they are trying to pick Angela. All right, there's another ban that's going to be a Grog, but okay, there's Angela left open, there's Arlott left open. There's still some junglers like Lancelot. Okay, they are going for Angela pick, so most probably they'll not pick some assassins. Rather, they might be picking some tank heroes like Fairbrain, or even Bane might make sense. And well, talking about the tankiness, the Angela with Uranus combo is also seen a lot in the competitive scene. Okay, that's the Arlott getting stolen. By the way, that's a really great pick from the side of Vintage Victory. Once again, Lancelot, which is highly contested in the tournaments that have been taken by Vintage Victory. Now, September 9, they have to pick something tankier like Fredrin. And I guess looking at those dashes from the side of Vintage Victory, they can even pick Fovius in the lineup. But yeah, Fovius isn't that popular in next to a Showdown. Okay, that's going to be Fovius from this side, which might have been picked up. Oh no, he was picked up yesterday. Yeah, now I remember that Fovius was picked yesterday too. Got it, Katsa paired up. So Angela will be going for the mid lane. So they have missed their chance to pick jungler in the phase number 1. So let's see. Okay, that's gonna be Kimi, which have been stolen. By the way, Kimi was picked up by September 9 in the game number 1. And according to the lineup, the sturdiness, the tankiness from September 9, Kimi from Vintage Victory will is making great sense over there. Okay, they are banning Zoe. Okay, that's great ban, which can be paired up with Angela, and Zoe could be unstoppable. Now, from September 9, they might be banning some tanky heroes like, okay, that's the Hylos ban. They might be banning Badang as well, because Badang can be beneficial for Arlott with his lot of chain CC. Arlott might benefit with his Demon Glaze. Another ban from the side of Vintage Victory, that's going to be Retail. And the last ban, yeah, as I talked earlier, Badang is really great. Badang could be a really great ban, right?
Well, I certainly think that Batang is gonna be not really a great ban, but it can be a respect ban from the side of wait a second, who banned the Batang?
No, the Badang haven't been banned.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's a really necessary ban at the moment, but I think that if there's a respect ban towards someone, it could be a really good ban.
Yeah, so we can see a goal laner getting picked up from the side of Vintage Victory. That's going to be Ranger. Now, from September 9, they are left with gold laner and most probably a jungler. So what could be a great jungler paired up with Angela?
Well, if you're looking for a really good jungler for the Angela, it could have been the Joy or else the Baksha, but both of them are banned at the moment, and Lancelot is also taken from the side of Vintage Victory. And okay, there's a Ling. There's quite a new thing here, don't you think?
Yeah, by the way, she have been picked up for the first time in this after the quarterfinals of Nectar Showdown, by the way. But okay, that's a great answer. The Hilda, which can be a really efficient for Vintage Victory to invade the jungles of Ling.
Yeah, I do think Hilda was a really nice pick at the moment because the Ling is kind of slow at the early game, and I don't think Hilda will give any farm to the Ling. He'll try to intercept the farming as much as he can, and the delay will, they can capitalize on the jungle delay.
Yeah, and let's see who will be taking the game number two. By the way, Vintage Victory is already with one victory, and they just need one more victory to enter the semifinals. And yeah, about the
Mhm.
September 9, I don't think they will be having a great time. They are already inside the pressure, and now with this draft, I
Mhm.
think they will be pressurized even more.
Well, I do think the pressure from the side of Vintage Victory is actually unreal because they do have like a Hilda in their um, perhaps the roaming, right? And they do have a solid lineup. They already banned too many jungles just to, make a tough situation at the moment. Hello.
Yeah. So, what do you
Mhm.
think? Whose draft is stronger? There's Hilda, which can, uh, pressurize the jungle very more, and we can see the Kimi on the mid lane, which is obviously a lane bully in the mid lane, and we can even see this Granger, which can monopolize the gold crab, which
Mhm.
is said a scavenger crab at the moment after some few recent patches. So yeah,
Mhm.
I think Vintage Victory is really with really great draft. But what do you think about September 9? Will they be able to come back with this draft?
Well, it kind of depends on how they execute it. They already had a really bad time when it comes to the drafting. Although the Ling is with the Angela, pairing up Ling with the Angela makes Ling really strong. But we have to keep in mind that the Angela's heal got nerfed in the recent patches. So I don't think they should take any, participate in any kind of early skirmishes. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, by the way, about the Ling, okay, he isn't that much popular, but in the Nepali tournament scene, they have been using the Ling to, you know, on the game. They just just split push back to back, and they just try to keep that late game spike of the rest of the heroes. Maybe that's going to be Nate in this game, whom they are trying to make the hyper carry. But we can see the pressure
Well,
of the going off from the side of Vintage Victory.
Vintage Victory already went for the early jungle invades, and they actually successfully took the blue buff, if I'm not wrong. Because Ling
Yeah.
is at level 2 and the Lancelot is at level 3. And as I was saying, that if September 9 go for the early skirmishes, they will be denied by the Vintage Victory. And I think they should play it more safe as they can. Phantom Execution for the crab. Okay, Lancelot, he didn't even take the buff. I mean, the crab.
Yeah, he's already with the great deficiency right now. Already Sunder, we can see already him with the level 4. And I don't think they will be able to contest any of the neutral objective from right this moment. Sunder, he's okay, going towards the mid lane. They are okay, lots of players trying to zone out the players of September 9, and we can already see
Final flash.
this with low HP. As is dashing and dashing with that outlet with the vengeance, and alright, that's a lot of zone, and that's the full comfort for Sonder to take the turtle. Again, Omega Flow is going in with the with the zombies, and Daz, he got taken down.
And Granger already taken down. I mean, the gun down the Phobias at the moment, and also got immobilized by the Angela. But if they had more firepower at the moment, Granger could have been taken down. But right now, if we take a look at, oh my god, the Ling is dead, and it was a solo kill from Hilda, bro. Let him farm Hercules. I don't think at the moment, what's it? Dig. Never mind. I'm not gonna spell that name. Okay. So Ling is trying to secure his buff, but he's denied in the blue buff early on, and right now he's taken down by the Hilda. And right now Nathan is having a really bad time against the Granger. So basically, if this match goes like over 14 minutes, I think Sector 9 do hold a chance. And right now I can see that Lancelot already going in, and I think he will be able to take the blue buff, and look at Lance. Okay, Ling already got hard guard by the Angela, and Lance is taken down. Okay, I mean, that was quite unnecessary.
Yeah, and Trophy coming in, but okay, Hercules was taken down, Sorin will fall as well. That's gonna be AOBZ used defensively. Alright, in corner was too deep into the bush or yeah, jungle of September 9 and he was punished for that.
Well, that was kind of unnecessary from Incon. He should have gone, like, go back instead of trying to kill like a Katya or the Angela, because Phobia's already rotated to the top side and taken down the Granger. But right now, if we look at the bright sides, like the Ling is on level 6, the Lancelot on level 7. I think if Vintage Victory played it, in a more disciplined way, they could have made a higher goal difference, or they could capitalize even more.
Yeah.
And right now we can see Lancelot is going in for the turtle, and I don't think Link is gonna contest. Instead, he's just gonna go for the Granger. Angela's hard guard onto the Nathan, and Granger's gonna go back, but Link already okay. He had to use his ult because the Granger had a lot of damage.
Yeah, obviously, or else he would have been bursted down by himself. Alright, Sunday is trying to defend this mid lane, but the bottom lane is already pressurized, and as well as the jungle for September 9, they are not being able to do anything with that pressure, and I didn't think they'll be able to sustain more because they just rely on the Seraph for the damage, because in the mid lane there's Angela. Lilim isn't with a lot of damage. Now we can see Hilda going in, Hercules, but he will fall, and Trophy coming out from Zenecuity, but all of the players from Vintage Victory are falling back right now.
Well, I think Vintage Victory should have played this game more like in a disciplined way, because they do have a really good early gap, early goal difference, but they couldn't take any advantage of it. They are going in for a fight and they're just trading lives, and I think that may cause Vintage Victory by a lot.
Yeah, Omega Flow is going in with the Flicker, and yeah, Infernal Pursuit as well, but Sorin will be able to escape. There's Dash already coming in, but Sundays is ready with his taunt. Yeah, that's gonna be the disengagement. Sonder is trying to keep the pressure on the bottom lane, and yeah, so goes from the side of Serov. He's just trying to prolong this game by split pushing as much as possible.
And at the moment, I do think that September 9 should take some time. AOG going in and couldn't connect with anyone. Right now we can see Inferno Pursuit coming out from Phobius. He is going in, but he will be gunned down by the Granger. And right now, I think they should go back. They should go back and wait for a while, because the turtle spawned, and I think they do have, they don't have one member from each team, and right now we can see that Hila is going in, and I don't think that was necessary. Entropy coming out from the Nathan, and final slash onto 3 enemies, but there will be no backups, and I don't think Owlert can do much in this situation.
Alright, we can see Sonder is focusing towards the turtle. But okay, there was no any trade from the side of September 9. They are just trying to farm from their own jungle while Vintage Victory are engaged on the neutral objective, because if they are late to farm from their own jungle, then there will be another invasion from Vintage Victory, so they have to be careful about their jungle as well right now.
I do agree with you at the moment, but I kind of do think right now Vintage Victory does have a really good late game lineup as well, but in the late game, September 9 does hold the upper hand because of the Nathan and also the Link, because we all know that what Link can do in the late game. He doesn't even need his ultimate. Right now we can see Granger is going in, but I don't think it would be a really wise choice to fight, and Angela with the hard guard. I mean, hard guard is on a low cooldown, and right now Lancelot going in with a kill. I will find a slash onto a tanky member, and AOG used defensively. And I think Link should take a step back, because I don't think they will be able to take any kind of turret. Okay, they actually took down a turret. That was kind of quick.
Yeah, and they will be able to take down the Holy Seal as well from mid lane, I guess. Yeah, that's the Holy Seal one out from the mid lane. and that's already within the 9 minutes of the game. And now they are trying to force or pressurize rest of the lane. We can see Sonder trying to split push from the top lane, where rest of the players are pressurizing the bottom lane. Okay, that's Prince Poise from the side of Serov. He's going in with that Tempest of Blade, and we can see lots of players getting bursted down. Vintage Victory, that's Das going down. Sonder is still trying to push the top lane, but then September 9 are chasing rest of the players of Vintage Victory.
But I think the best decision Lancelot took was taking the blue buff at the moment, and he will not commit, I suppose. Okay, never mind. He went in. Infernal Pursuit coming off from the Phobius, Entropy with the Natan, and I don't think they'll be able to take Lancelot. But instead of playing so recklessly, he should have taken the blue buff and just go out of the sticky situation. And the goal difference between two teams is around like 4k, which is not a big lead because Vintage Victory could have taken the advantage in the early game, but they didn't. They went in for too many fights, and right now, Phobius going in. No Infernal Pursuit. AOG going in onto one enemy, and I think Lancelot will take down the kill. Kind of execution, and okay, he's still going in with the puncher. Lancelot taking down the Nathan, and I think Lancelot will go for the Antilla, but I don't think that's a really good option. And the Phobius is kind of too tanky. Okay, by the execution.
And no kill. And double from Sonder. He was like, just dashing, and he went from bottom lane to mid lane, and he managed to take another double kill. I guess if there was no time gap, that would have been Maniac. Again, another final stats, but no player got caught up. But that's the game number 2 from Vintage Victory as well. That's 2-0 from the side of Vintage Victory, and yeah, September 9 have been eliminated from the next door Showdown.
That was quite a game, I must say. Although Vintage Victory could have played it more, in a disciplined way, but they didn't. And with the Lord, I didn't expect them to finish the game with the first Lord, and that was kind of quick, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's the game number 2. The invasion from early on, there was no any chance of September 9 to come back in this game, but still they managed to somehow gain some goals in some time, but still the Vintage Victory, they just dominated the game.
Yeah, I mean, I must say they actually punished September 9 in a really offensive way instead of disciplined. And the MVP of the match is none other than the Sonder, and the KDA is 815. What an outstanding performance coming out from Sonder. Although they kind of, make some blunders, but still they managed to pull it off. And September 9 wasn't too confident in the fights. But anyways, so the result is here, and the winner of this match is none other than the Vintage Victory. So we'll be back after a short break. Don't go anywhere, guys. Take care.
Mode called 1 vs 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 versus 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 versus 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
C. Innovation.
More innovation.
Wings.
More weapons.
Oh Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! Spokesperson. Secret.
A new mode called 1 vs 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 vs 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
C.
C.
Innovation.
More innovation.
Wings.
Weapon. More weapons.
Oh my god! Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! Yes! Spokesperson. Secret. A new mode called 1 vs 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 vs 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
C.
C.
Innovation.
More innovation.
Wings.
Weapon. More weapons.
Oh my God! Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! 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 Spokesperson. Secret.
A new mode called 1 vs 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 vs 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Next Door Showdown. And right now, we're gonna be witnessing some intense match in between Team Blue versus what is the name again?
Yeah, they are
Hello.
against Larry.
Oh, Larry Sports. From the casting desk, we have Ventriloquist, and that's me. Hello, guys, and we have Shudhan.
Yeah, hello, welcome back to Next Door Showdown. Yeah, and once again, we are into the another match of quarterfinals where the last team is going to be qualified for the semifinals. We already got three teams for the semifinals, which are we are bots, I guess, and there's Horror Sports from the last match. We got Vintage Victory, and let's see who will be the fourth qualifier for the semifinals.
So, do you have any prediction for the match? Like, we both know that Larry Sports and Team Blue are, two of the most reputed squads in Bangladesh as well as Nepal. So, they're gonna put a really good fight in this series. And I do think like that's not gonna be a clean sweep from any side. That might be a reverse sweep or some intense battle, like 1-1, and then one team wins. There's a possibility like that. So, what do you think?
Yeah, there it is very hard to predict, by the way, because I haven't seen the matches of Team Blue. But yeah, according to the rumors, that they are a very good team. Yeah, and
Mhm,
they are going to have a very good fight. But I'm hoping for another Nepali team to qualify in this tournament, the next
mhm,
door Sudan, because we already got two of the Bangladeshi team. There's already we are bought and. Vintage victory, I guess, and yeah, I'm hoping for another Nepali team to qualify for the semifinals, and yeah, there
mhm.
will be the perfect ratio for both of the
It's
country.
like balancing the entire thing, but it's also concerning that Hora Sports is undoubtedly the best team of Nepal, but we cannot like say that Team Larry is bad because they are also one of the most reputed squad. And on the other hand, Team Blue is kind of a rookie team at the moment because they are recently playing competitive and they are really good at it. So let's see who's gonna win. Is it gonna be Team Larry or Team Blue?
Yeah, we can see there's Team Larry on the blue side, but oh, I'm not sure why I'm being able to see Nepali players in the side of blue. Oh, sorry, Team Larry is team from Nepal. Sorry, that was my
Mhm.
bad. And yeah, they are on the blue side, and there's Team Blue on the red side. It's kind of confusing because Team Blue is in the red side when their name is Team Blue.
Mm-hmm. Well, right now we can see that drafting phase started, and the first ban goes to the Kimi as well as Fredrin. What do you think? Like, it was kind of a unique ban at the moment, the Fredrin, because we both know that Fredrin isn't. It's a really good hero, but it's not one of the most meta picks because there's the Isan Shin, there's the Baksha, there's the Lancelot, and Fredrin always been picked to counter the Joy. So, what do you think? Like, is Fredrin a really nice band, or they actually made uh, what is that called? Like a respect band?
Yeah, it might be a Vesik ban. It brings me back to MCV season 2, I guess, where Kellen, who have been known as Lunatic Panda at that time, he used to play Fredrin most of the time because Fredrin was really great during that meta. But yeah, Kellen, he is really great with assassins as well in a Nepali tournament scenario. So I'm
Hmm.
not sure if that's a respect ban because we've been seeing a less Fredrin junglers in this patch. So maybe
Hmm.
that could be something like this you said. It might be a ban to make their jungler somewhat comfortable.
I do think like Lunatic Panda, aka the Killin, he is actually a really good assassin player. I don't see any point why they're banning the Fredrin against Lunatic Panda, where his comfort zone is the Lancelot, as far as I know. On the other hand, the Isan Shin, banning the Isan Shin was a really nice choice. And what they're gonna ban next? Is it gonna be a Joy, like just to take Killin down?
Yeah, but the team that should be banning out the Zoe should be Team Larry, because they banned out Fredwin
Mhm.
for their comfort. And we've been saying great Zoe players from Bangladesh, so I'm not sure if the team Larry will be the one, but no, they just banned out Grok, which is really annoying, by the way, but it's still, they had the first pick. And by the way, we can see CC being opened till now.
The CC is still open, and that's not actually a good news because whoever picks CC, they do have like an advantage because CC can be played in multiple roles. It can be the EXP, it can be the goal lineup, and as I was saying, not banning the CC may cause them something.
Yeah, let's see if that will they'll make sense for Team Larry. In fact, huge sense. By the way, it's Team Blue for double pick, and they might be looking for
The
uh,
joy, maybe.
something if we scan. I mean, we saw earlier in the day number one where
Mhm.
City was suppressed highly with those isolating heroes like Kalea and So let's see if Team Blue will opt for similar kind of strategy or not.
Mhm. I do think that the Team Blue should secure the alert before the next banning phrase because there's a high chance of alert being banned. And we both know that alert holds a really upper hand when it comes to the EXP lane against the CC, but nope, they are going for the jungler and also the gold laner, which is gonna be the Bane and the Roger. Don't see any point picking the Roger this early on. I mean, Roger, what was the last time you saw Roger?
Yeah, I've been seeing Roser some few times in a local tournament, like the tournament where only Nepali teams have been participating. But yeah, in these stages like quarterfinals and semifinals, I barely see a Roser being picked up. But maybe that's going to be a comfort pick for Team Blue. What do you say? How often do you see Roser from Team Blue?
Well, I have no idea because I never saw Team Blue playing. But I can assure you that much that Roger wasn't picked by them. Or maybe they did. I missed it out. But the Roger isn't actually like what do you want the Roger for? There is a joy. You can pick the joy, you can pick the Ling, you can pick anything can be a jungler at the moment, but still,
Mhm.
Roger this early, it was kind of concerning. Like they could have picked it later on, and right now we can see that the Kalia been picked from the side of Larry, and also the Hayabusa. And I do think the Hayabusa is a pretty good, pretty decent pick because with a quad shadow, he's actually mobile. And against like heroes like Bane, I don't think Bane is gonna sustain much against the Hayabusa
Mhm.
because Hayabusa does uh early skirmish really well, and also in the late game, he's really agile when it comes to split pushing or farming up. The Hayabusa is a really nice pick, but on the other hand, to the banning phrase, we can see, okay, the Eve got banned. I mean, what are they planning? It's kind of unique, you know?
Yeah, I mean, considering the peak of Kadita, I don't think Eve was that much of threat for them. Kadita can easily burst down Eve because in the recent past, Eve no longer gains that much of shield during that ultimate. In fact, she doesn't gain the shield during her ultimate.
hmm I do think like it's not about the shield; it's also about the Kadita and the Hayabusa. Like, sorry, not the sorry. It's against the. It's about the Kadita because whenever he uses his real world manipulation, the Kadita can use his her rough wave to take down the Eve as
Mhm.
well as the Bane. Bane with his ale as well as the deadliest catch can take down Eve in the middle of any fight.
Mhm.
She will be nothing but a sitting duck at the moment. But still banning out the Eve, I'm not quite sure why. But maybe they have a plan. They have something in their mind. That's why they banned it. On the other hand, the Zuxin got banned, which is a pretty nice ban, I'll say. And from the side of Larry, the last ban is remaining, and I think they should ban some roamers at the moment.
Yeah, because they have
Mhm.
already secured the rumor. But okay, that's also kind of a pick which can be flexed on the roam position, and it's still Team Blue had that chance of picking him on explain or roaming position. So yeah, that's a valid point. And yeah, even most of the players from Bangladesh are really good with that alert. I'm not sure why they have grinded that alert very much, and they are using that alert with perfection, even with slightly higher ping than their usual ping.
Mm-hmm. And I do think like there was a really good idea, like picking up the Arlot, but still they actually banned it. And as I was saying that not picking up the Arlot would be a really good mistake because they went for Roger instead of the Arlot, where they could have just, secured the Arlot and you know how Arlot does his job the best with the final slash and the flicker. But I'm kind of concerned. There's a Hilda, and we both know that Hilda knows how to deny all the jungles. I mean, the jungler from farming, but we cannot forget that Hayabusa is actually really fast with his jungles. And if Hayabusa managed to take one buff, I don't think there will be any stopping because he can, skip one creep or jungle, go to another, and then take it later when Hilda isn't around. So it's kind of concerning what they're gonna pick. I mean, the Team Blue is gonna pick. Sorry, Larry gonna pick right now. Okay, that's Alapilapu as well as the Sicilian. So the CC is gonna be the goal laner against the Bane, and I think the CC holds some upper hand against the Bane.
Yeah, obviously, because the early on power spike of CC is really a good of CC against Bane, obviously. And yeah, talking about the innovation, I'm not sure why they picked the Hilda because, yeah, as you said earlier, Hayabusa is really good with his farming. His farming speed is really good, as well as there's Kalea on top of that because Kalea, she can deal a lot of damage and as well as heal herself or her teammates during the invasion coming up from Hilda. But I don't think Hilda will be going alone. Now we can see Chief coming up from the Team Blue.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not quite sure about the cheap pick at the moment. I don't know what they're planning on. Their lineup is neither front to back lineup or it's kind of like more like a pickoff strategy. But what if Team Larry denies every pickoff by sticking together? Like, imagine the Hilda and the Chip is waiting in a bush, also on one enemy, but Team Larry has all of their resources ready to take down Team Blue. I mean, I'm not quite sure about the Roger pick. I still think that there was better junglers other than the Roger.
Yeah, there are a lot of mixed lineup from the side of Team Blue. By the way, there's some players who can, pick off, but there are also some heroes who highly relies on the team fights like Bane, and we can see the Chip because if Chip uses his ultimate, and we can see there's Hilda and there's even Kadita who just relies on one single target locked up from them.
And I'm not quite sure what are they planning on at the moment, and they're trying to deny the buff. But as you can see, Team Larry is like sticking together because they know if the Hayabusa gets denied early on, and here goes another fight. The Chip is trying to, hold him back, and right now we can see Kadita going in, and okay, this first blood is secure on the EXP lane. Well, that was a really early skirmish.
Yeah, and that's going to be a good news for Team Blue as well because, yeah, we all know if the Lapu Lapu gets comfortable once, then he will be unstoppable. So early on, picking up onto the Lapu Lapu was a great move from the side of Team Blue. And let's see how the matches will goes on by.
And right now we can see the Roger is trying to like take his blue buff, but look at Hayabusa how early he rotated to the goal lane. And I don't think they're gonna contest on any fight, but rather Hayabusa is trying to like, deny Roger's farm. He's just gonna retribution and get out of the situation, but Roger actually find him out, and I don't think Hayabusa is gonna try to steal that buff. I mean, the jungle creep.
Ooh, the rotation from the side of Team Larry. Maybe they are trying to stop the lane card from the side of the Hilda. They managed to dish out a lot of damage, but they were not able to burst her down. They will be able to burst down Princess Ninja, by the way.
It was kind of unexpected how they are like ganking onto Lapu-Lapu over and over, and if Lapu-Lapu gets denied on the early game, right now another rough wave coming up and the skill is secure. Team Blue is
Yeah.
surprisingly playing really good, and here goes the Kalia. I think he will cast the Tsunami Slam, but nope, he's going back. Okay, that was a death catch and Hayabusa. Okay, he went out. That was quite a good fight, don't you think?
Yeah, obviously the amount of time taken to decide the fight from the side of Team Blue was amazing. Okay, yeah, Yasasi with low SP, but he still will be able to survive. And yeah, the decision making capability of Team Blue is actually insane.
I must admit, I wasn't expecting Team Blue to rotate this well with the Roger, especially with the Roger, because he's kind of slow at farming. But still, Roger managed to do his job. He managed to take the turtle as well as the Lapu-Lapu. And here comes another fight. Who's gonna... I thought he's gonna survive, but nope. There was a CC who melted him down.
Yeah, okay, Yasasi was taken down due to his over-engagement over there. Yet another lane cut from the side of Matador. He's taking some few turret damage, but that's not gonna matter a bit because he will heal while being inside the bush, obviously. Now the team lad is moving towards the gold lane. Let's see if they will be able to pick up Kelsey. There's Yasasi once again coming up for the vision, but maybe there will be screamers in that place. Yasasi got bursted down by Kalane. Zawar another rough whip and petrified, but Boyd will still survive. That's the curtain call against Alfred, and he will get taken down. The Ninja looking for another kill against Morpheus, and that skill with Elaine. Another player, Matador, will fall as well from the hands of Kyo, and that's the end of the battle.
I must admit that Team Blue kind of made a blunder because they did had a 2k goal lead or maybe 3k, and right now they are even. Not even, it's actually Larry is right now dominating the gold, and they do have 5 kills. On the other hand, Team Blue got 4. I mean, it was kind of a mini wipeout because the Bane was the only surviving member and the turtle already spawned. Can we take a look at the turtle?
Yeah, again Yasasi is going in and he will get Tsunami Slam and he is getting melted down. Princess Ninja looking for the bravest fighter. He is going in with the flicker, with the ground sucker, and we can see another fight going up there. 1v2 situation by Matador, but for Morpheus will get bursted down by Killian, and that's gonna be a free battle for Larry.
That was quite a fight, and I must admit that Team Blue actually made one single blunder, and that gave Team Larry the opportunity to, get back on their feet, bounce back, and I have no idea why Team Blue went in so recklessly. It was like a 0-3 at the beginning of the match. Right now, look at Larry. They are on 7 kills as well as 3k goal lead.
Obviously, now they are moving towards the bottom lane. Kelsey with his first itemization, that's gonna be again the
Deadliest catch by
deadly
the Bane.
catch.
That
Just
was a
use defensive.
Mm-hmm. So as we can see, Killen is trying to farm himself up because he was denied early on. Right now, Killen is on his 3-0-3, and that was quite a good comeback coming off from Team Larry. But I do think the winning condition of Team Blue at the moment is just farm up from the Roger, from the Bane, and that would be enough.
Yeah, okay. Princess Ninja trying to defend the top lane. We can see lots of players from Team Blue. Maybe they will commit against Princess Ninja, but no, they are just trying to snatch that scavenger crab.
I do think right now Team Blue shouldn't look for any skirmishes, so they should just stay low key, take some kill, maybe take down the CC, and Chip is going for the CC. Maybe he's gonna pop up his ultimate at the moment. Right now we can see Kadita with the rough wave. He actually managed to take Cecilia into a low HP. Here goes another brawl onto the bottom lane, and Hayabusa is getting out with the quad shadow. We can see that Ugi shadow kill casted by the Hayabusa, but nope, no other kill was secured.
Yeah, another engagement. Oh, that was nice hanging claws. Another try from Kellen with that quad shadow, but he wasn't able to grab any player. But maybe that's going to be a free turtle for them once again. Matador trying to grab the vision, but that's not going to help them. Maybe another engagement from the side of Yasasi. I'm not sure if there'll be any shortcut play over there, because there are a lot of player. Another wrong foot, but that's not going to burst any player down. Matador is jumping right on Kyo, and that's it. He will take her a kill and run away from that arcade.
And as you can see, Haya is running out of his quad shadow, and this is the only opportunity for Team Blue to take down the Hayabusa. And right now, Hayabusa is in a corner position, and he will be taken down. Shut down, secured by the Roger. And at the moment, I don't think they should look for any more fights because they already used up some of their resources. And even if the chip has a shortcut, but all of them are kind of scattered around.
Yeah, Matador trying to force out the tier 1 turret from mid lane, where we can see on the top lane, Kelsey is okay, he might not be able to take down the top lane tier 2 turret, but still he tried his best. And yeah, we know that Bane, he is very menacing in about taking the turret.
And Lapu Lapu already revealed the position of Team Blue because they were looking for a pickup, and Hayabusa going in with a quad shadow and trying to secure his buff at the moment, because I don't think a fight would be a really good choice for them, because it's kind of like a gambling at the moment. They don't know if they're gonna win the fight or not. And a Chip is still here. I don't know what he's planning for, but maybe he might pop his shortcut on a squishy target.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to looking for an engagement, or maybe he's trying to provide a vision before the Lord. The first Lord is about to get his one, or maybe that's yeah, that's first Lord, right?
And if we take a look at the goal difference, and both team is like leading by 100 or something like that, like there is no goal difference. There is no existing goal difference. Although Team Larry managed to secure 2 other turtles, and Team Blue is on 7 kills, and the Team Larry is on 9 kills, but still they are on the same, goal difference. Right now we can see shortcut popping up from the chip, and they're gonna take down the Kalia. And right now we can see Hilda is going recklessly inside 2 enemies, and I don't think he'll be able to survive. Carton call popping out from the CC just to slow him down. And right now they're in an even situation, and we can see they already went in for the CC, and I don't think they should have took this reckless move. Okay, what is
the flicker? Kalane is going in with the quad shadow, but still he will not be able to grab any player with that squad shadow. But maybe they might have a green signal for the Lord, but no, they are not trying to commit for the Lord right now. There's another Y walk from Yasasi looking for another engagement onto the bottom lane, where we can see Morpheus is trying to manage the wave on the top lane, so he could make some pressure on the top lane while dealing with the Lord.
I do think right now they should pressure the far lane as much as they can, because they do have the chip. So rotating onto the far lane won't cost them anything, because with the shortcut you can just go in a fight anyway. But Lapu Lapu already used up his one of the most crucial resource, which is a flicker, because we both know that Lapu Lapu's first skill takes a little amount of time to charge up. And as we can see, as they saw the TT as well as the Lapu Lapu onto the top lane, they're blitzing the Lord, and I think it will be taken down by the Roger. Hayabusa going out, and the tsunami slam from Kalia. Okay, I mean, he used his flicker as well just to survive that sticky situation.
Yeah, and that was kind of risky for them. Now they will be having a hard time dealing with this Lord, because the waves have been perfectly synchronized right now. Okay, maybe the team blue are currently focusing to the top lane. Maybe they are looking for another pick of from Yasasi. They are maybe looking for another yeah shortcut play.
And Roger already managed to take the Berserker Fury. I would like to see the Roger build at the moment. Okay, Quad Shadow coming down from the Hayabusa. And was it even that necessary to cast your Quad Shadow? Although the Lord didn't actually hit anything, the Lord is still up. And I think Team Blue will manage to secure all the other tier 2 turrets.
Yeah, and still the Lord is alive right now. They are focusing onto the mid lane tier 2 turret. Sangin Claws, nice team put over there onto Yasasi, but still that's not gonna help them to defend the mid lane tier 2 turret. Now they are invading all of the jungle, obviously, because Team Blue now they have the control of the map overall, because they have already taken down lots of turrets, and now the team Larry will have to think twice before stepping onto their own jungle.
And I do think right now Hayabusa did manage to hit his power spike. He should be more on the far lanes, trying to pressure the minions. But as we can see, Team Blue is going to the top lane to pressure some minion, and we can take a quick look at the builds. Hilda made the Heptasis. Well, was it that necessary?
Okay, maybe the passive of Heptas dealing some few more damage would help, but yeah, there comes the definitive fight from Alfred. That was on point, but still Kellen will be able to survive. Okay, that's the liking points coming up from Polymorpheus, but not much damage coming up. Well, Kelsey, he's dealing a lot of damage just with the L.
And I do think the Kadita ult did manage to give a lot of damage. If only the Roger was present there, they could have taken down Killen. But still, I do think the Lord is about to spawn, and they shouldn't play recklessly. Although all of them have most of their resources, like the flickers as well as the retribution.
Yeah, and it's time for another Lord, where Team Blue has the upper hand. There is no any chance for Team Larry to contest for this Lord, but still they are trying their best. They have managed to slow push the top lane, where Matador have to be over there on the top lane, where with this it's still trying.
Ooh,
but Captain will be the one to take the Lord. Now Zawaru was taken down Void with low SP. Polymorpheus is going in and will take her another kill with killing his three. Maybe that's gonna be double kill, and Alfred with the shutdown kill.
And right now we can see Polymos is trying to chase down the Hayabusa. Quad Shadow casted by the Hayabusa, and he will survive another day. But look at the Bane. He is trying to push the middle lane turret, which is gonna cost Team Larry by a lot. But still, the Hayabusa actually managed to distract them. Otherwise, they could have taken. Okay, they are actually blitzing the base, and this is the end. Congratulations, Team Blue, for securing up the first victory in the best of 3 series.
That's the typical Bane player, That's the typical Bane player. They know what to do with, turrets and base. And yeah, that's the game number 1 for the Team Blue. Now they only need to win another game to enter the semi-finals, and yeah, there will be a lot of pressure to the team Larry, because they have already lost one of the game from this best of 3 series.
Well, Team Larry does have a chance that they can make a comeback, because it's still the first match. Okay, there is 2 other matches left, and we really hope the Team Larry is gonna bounce back after this defeat. I mean, that was kind of unexpected defeat, because you see, one team was dominating and then the other team was dominating. It was like a coin toss the entire time. So guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be back after a short break.
Mode called 1 vs 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are two ways to win in 1 versus 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 versus 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 versus 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 versus 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 versus 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 versus 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 versus 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the second match of Team Larry versus Team Blue. And from the casting desk, I'm Ventriloquist, and we have Showdown Rai.
Yeah, we are back again with yet another match and yet another game, and this might be the last game, last potential game according to the game number 1. Like how Team Blue managed to win against the Team Larry. I think this might be the potentially last game for these quarterfinals because Team Blue, they have already won the game number 1, and yeah, Team Larry, they are on the pressure. They have to win 2 more games in order to secure the slot for semifinals. But yeah, Team Larry, they just need to win 1 game.
And I do think like Team Larry may win this match. There's a really high chance they can win because think about the last match for a second, because Team Larry was actually falling behind when it comes to gold, but they managed to bounce back quite a several times. I do think both teams are, you know, on the same level, on the same page. So I don't think it's gonna be a clean sweep. Rather, Team Larry might make a comeback in this match.
Yeah, let's see if that will be the case. Now we can see they are banning the CC and Team Blue. They are banning Elise.
Mm-hmm. I do think like the banning out the Alice wasn't that necessary. I mean, Alice is a really good hero. Don't get me wrong; it is actually a good hero. But I do think banning Alice on the early stage of the banning phrase is not quite the idea.
Yeah, because there are a lot of heroes, especially and in the XP lane, there are a lot of heroes which should be banned. And yeah, is Essentially have been banned. I guess Lancelot will be banned as well because they don't want to face Lancelot without Essentially on their hands.
Hmm. And it is a quite decent idea to ban the Isan as well as the Lancelot because if I okay, that was a Grog ban and it was quite unexpected.
By the way, Grok has a higher ban rate because of his sensitivity, ceasing ability.
Mhm.
He is very annoying, and yeah, on top of Grok, if there's Arlot, then yeah, Arlot can dash multiple times, even more times because of the Demon Glaze. So I think uh, Grok alone is already annoying, but on top of that if there's Arlot, then that's gonna be game over for any team, I guess.
Okay, that was Isan and Lancelot both being banned from the same side. And I think they have an idea, like they know they're gonna go for something other than Isan and Lancelot. Maybe there's gonna be a tank jungle contest.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, for that they have already picked up Zushin, which who can possibly annoy the tank junglers. But yeah, as we are talking about Zushin, there's also Kimi left open, which can be a great pick for Team Larry if there's when there's already the smell of tank junglers coming up.
Uh, I mean, the joy is still open. Like they can go for the joy if they want to, and the Arlot hasn't been banned, so I think
Mhm.
Arlot can be a flex pick. They may pick the Arlot or else the Khalid against the Zushin because the Zushin. Don't get me wrong, Zushin is a really nice hero, but if there's a joy against the Zushin, Zushin will have hard time. But
Yeah.
according to the tank jungle meta. Uh, Team Blue is actually denying Larry from picking up any of the tank junglers, so they actually went for the Kimi, as you were talking about, and the Arlot, as I was talking about, because both of them are really great heroes.
Yeah, and both of the great heroes are on the side of Larry. So just like you were talking at the start of this game, maybe Team Larry they might be able to make it to the tie-breaking game because of these two picks. But yeah, anything could happen. There's still a lot of pick left to be picked by both of the teams. So let's see what would be their go-to hero right now. As you are talking, as you are saying, Zoe might be a great option because Team Bangladeshi have been using Zoe of to its fullest.
And I do think picking up the Joy, there was no better time than now because they have the Granger, they have the Zushin, and Joy is really great at harassing the Granger
Mhm.
out of any team fight or probably taking him down. And with the electrifying beats, he does manage to get some extra movement speed, which can be like used against the Granger because we all know that Granger got nerfed, especially his
Mhm.
mobility. So I do think the Joy should be their go-to pick because the Joy might be banned from the side of Team Blue in order to protect their Granger. Okay, that was a friend
Ooh.
train. What are they
Oh.
thinking at the moment?
Oh, that's a classic combination, by the way. Fredrin with Arlott, the lots of CC coming up from Fredrin will help getting that demon glaze for Arlott. So, yeah, that's a great pick, by the way. There will be the sustain and where lots of damage will be dealt from the longer lanes, and we can see the Kimi on the mid lane, which can obviously harass the mid laners.
I totally agree with you on that. But still, I do think like a continuous CC hero like Akai could have been a
Mhm.
better go to pick for the Arlott, because a Demon Gaze, I know that's important, but it's also important to take down the Granger, because we all know what Granger
Yeah.
does when he's, in a couple of hundred gold ahead of the gold laner. The Bane is getting banned because of the Ale move. Like, you can go in with the flicker, you know, charge your Ale, go in, deadliest catch, and Ale, boom, the Granger is dead. But still, they're actually denying some of the really good goal laner, which is Bane. And on the other hand, we can see Xborg getting banned from the side of Larry. I think that was a really nice decision, because against the Fredrin, you can't play Joy. Instead, you have to go for some, tank killers like the Xborg. Chip is getting banned from Team Larry. Well, that wasn't unexpected, because we already witnessed what Chip can do when Team Blue picks it up.
All right, talking about the Granger, they have also banned out the Kalea, which could possibly pick of the Granger who can maintain a great distance, which you were talking about, and yeah, there will be Garrett Gaza, which can initiate the fight, but still there is no any the great answer to the Granger to lock him down. But maybe the flicker final slash could be the answer for that Granger. What do you say?
I do completely agree with you, but I do think, like, from the side of Tim Larry, they can go for Cho Go Lane, which is
Mhm.
actually pretty nice against the Granger. I mean, Cho Go Lane gives you all the things you need right now. They can, like, it gives you the stain, the mobility, as well as the damage. With the War X and the Endless, and also the Brute Force Breastplate, Cho kind of becomes untouchable and bulletproof. Okay, there goes the Baksha as well as the Matilda. I think the Baksha Matilda combo is actually a really good combo at the moment.
Yeah, that's a great combo. And on top of that, the Matilda gives the extra movement, extra mobility to the Granger, so that the chances of Granger getting picked will be decreased by more now.
hmm And we all know that, like, the Matilda Airways, I mean, it's not Matilda Airways, but Gliding Wind can actually, like, give a Granger the edge when it comes to, like, getting out of sticky situation. Even if Team Blue didn't deny any kind of, like, Xborg or anything, like, even if Larry picked the Xborg or else the Joy, Granger could just go out of
Mhm.
those kind of situation with a Gliding Wind.
Yeah, and that will close the draft of game number two. What do you think, Chad? You can comment down in the comment section if the team blue will clean sweep the team Larry, or the team Larry will come back in this game number two and will head towards the tie-breaking game.
Well, what do you think, judging by the draft? Which team holds the upper hand in the draft?
I can't say exactly, but it's still according to the lane matchmaking. I guess Void with that Irithel will have an easy time against Kelsey with that Ranger. I guess
Mm-hmm.
after reaching level 4, and yeah, Kyo with that um, Kimi. He will also have a great time. So if they manages to get that goal gap early on, maybe they can keep up the tempo and win the game. But yeah, if they didn't manage to keep the tempo, or keep the goal difference early on, they might not be able to make it, because they are facing against Matilda Basha combo, which can take this game to the later stage, and they can fight on forever for the neutral objectives.
And I do think, right now, when it comes to the laning phrase, Team Blue does have the upper hand on the EXP lane, but on the other hand, in the gold lane, uh, Larry actually holds the upper hand. Right now we can see Bowser going in, and Arlott is gonna be taken down, or maybe not, because the Fredrin is also here. Jushin popping up his Lantern Flare and
Oh.
taking down the Arlott. The first blood going for Team Blue, and the skirmish isn't over yet. The Revitalize pop, and I don't think they should go on, keep on fighting. And the Lapu Lapu, okay, he kind of got stuck, but I think he needs to reach level 4 before the turtle, but they're not actually planning on like stealing the objective.
Okay, after this fight with Retribution, he managed to take down the turtle, but Polymorpheus will get taken down. AOZ used defensively, and that's the and targeted by Matador, but it's still that flicker raising soul will not be able to help him secure that kill against Q.
I do think that Team Blue has a really good draft at the moment because they do have a like front back lineup, a proper front back lineup. So I think when it comes to the team fights, Team Blue holds the upper hand. But when it comes to the lane domination, here goes the final slash, and he's gonna go in with the bravest fighter, and they're not gonna commit anymore. And that was quite a fight. Like I did predicted that Lapu Lapu is gonna be dominating the lane, but here goes the Arlott. The Arlott did a really good job in the top lane.
Yeah, seems like it. And let's see how the game will proceed from here. Okay, Q is constantly taking the bush and trying to stack up his passive, by the way. And maybe there will be a gank onto the bottom lane. Who knows? Kalen is already there by his energy eruption. He didn't manage to taunt the Alfred, but still he managed to pop up that Crimson Beacon.
The Crimson Beacon was used defensively. Maybe he could have take the chance, not casting the Crimson Beacon. But still, he was like being as safe as possible. And if we take a look at the goal difference, none of the team is dominating that much. Lapu Lapu is gonna cast us out, and I think Arlott is gonna take his time. Okay, that was the final touch under the turret. Matter is in a low HP, and here comes the taunt, and the Arlott demon games.
Well, that was engagement, by the way, and another engagement here from Polymorpheus will get taken down, and that's another one from the side from Prince Ninja. Maybe that's gonna be a turtle for them. Still, Alfred is there to zone the player out, but he might get punished as there's the final slash onto him, and that's another kill.
I was wrong. I was totally wrong when I said that Team Blue has the upper hand in the team fights, but nope, Larry actually made me eat my own words. And here comes Team Larry with 2k goal lead, and will they be able to capitalize their goal lead right now?
Right, there's already few leads, but still, that's not the thing to afraid right now. Maybe still they have the chance to come back with this small goal lead, by the way. Alright, we can see the explainers are constantly rotating towards the mid lane here.
Well, I think right now the second turtle is about to spawn within a minute, and this turtle is gonna decide, okay, another Crimson Beacon? Was it even necessary in this fight?
Maybe that was a mistake, I'm not sure, or maybe he was too alert, so it was his reflex, who knows. But yeah, before this turtle fight, a missing Crimson Beacon might be a great disadvantage for them. And we can see Yasasi was taken down at another final slash. Q will secure that kill against Kelsey. Now only two of the players towards that lane. Maybe they will not be able to defend the tier 1 turret. And okay, we can see on the other hand, Polymorpheus is able to push top lane tier 1 turret. That's a great trade, by the way, from Polymorpheus.
And I do think that Larry is actually doing a really nice job when it comes to like keeping off one enemy or two. AOG in Kanaki to no one, and Lapu Lapu going in with the bravest fighter. And here goes the fight again.
Yeah, Brave Spider, but that's not gonna help him. But Dawaru was taken down by Kelsey. That's a precious shot. Yasazi was taken down, and that's over against Matador. Again, we can see the constant CC with that energy eruption. Both comes up with that heavy crossbow. FC manages to take down Q, but still he will get taken down by Frinjax Ninja Polymorphos. With that low HP, was forced to retreat, and now they will be losing the tier 1 turret from mid lane, I guess. And yeah, obviously turtle as well.
And I think Team Blue actually didn't plan that fight, and it actually didn't work as they thought it would. Although right now Team Larry is leading up by 4k gold, and they're taking the advantage of every single mistake Team Blue made. And as I was saying, that Team Larry does have the potential to make a best of 3 match onto 3 matches. And right now, another bravest fighter casted down by the Lapu and going inside defensively.
Yeah, at least you managed to defend the tier 1 turret from mid lane. Still, even though they lost some fight, but still they are trying to keep up the map with them. They are trying to give the map pressure to the Team Larry.
Well, I was actually concerned about the Granger because the Granger has 0 kills. I'm not sure if he managed to actually have 7 stacks on Skypiercer. It might not be 10, or maybe it's on 10, because he actually got down or taken down by Team Blue Larry once. So I think they should wait for the power spike of the Granger and play it defensively.
Yeah, now the Team Larry is trying to force the fight on the mid lane. We can see a lot of insane stress onto the Polymorpheus. Still, that's the biggest fight onto the backline. Frinjax Ninja will get taken down by Outfit. Now 4 of the defense is standing. Matador with low as will survive. Polymorpheus, and he will be taken down. That's another knockoff by Alfred. He's still trying to poke damage onto Kellen, but that's another taunt. Maybe that taunt didn't help him, but still Larry was able to take down the tier 1 turret from the mid lane.
And the first Lord is about to spawn on the top lane, and there is no pressure on the bottom lane. So I think Team Blue Team Larry can secure this Lord. They're just blitzing it at the moment, and yeah, the Lord is secure right now. The Granger is trying to hit some Rhapsody, but okay, Aspirate Wrath, and there goes the AOG trying to enemy, and he couldn't even taunt Matilda at the moment. Kim is dealing a lot of damage. Here goes the bravest fighter, and okay.
The flicker final slash, but the fight have been discontinued for now, because the Lord is marching in towards the Team Blue. Alfred trying to zone out the players, but still he will not be able to save that tier 2 turret from top lane. The perfect synchronization coming up from the Team Larry. Let's see, they are still trying to force out the fight on the top lane. They are trying to burst down that holy seal before the Lord approaches their base.
And I do think right now Team Larry should play it in a more traditional front to back way, because they're already leading the goal by a lot. And if they don't make a blunder or any mistake, I think this match is actually going to Team Larry. Final flash committed.
Yeah, and AOZ taunted. Matador is getting melted. Void is trying to tease out the damage, but that's not gonna help him, because that's way to deal the damage. But still, they managed to take inhibitor turret from bottom lane. That's a win-win for them. It's still, because they didn't lose any trade over there.
And here we can see they're actually trying to deny all the buffs as much as they can, and Killen is going in. He's too aggressive, and right now we can see they are actually melting down as Astrid Wrath from Frederick. All taken down one enemy, and here goes. Oh, that was quite a nice fight. Traction tool by Kimi, and they won't be able to secure any kill, but they will be securing another far lane turret. And the next Lord, I don't think Team Blue will be able to contest it, because okay, Team Larry is going in and they are trying to take another inhibitor. Final slash by our Lord. Kaja taunting one enemy, and maybe this is the end of Team Blue. What an outstanding gameplay coming out from Team Larry.
Well, I don't No, if that was the case, but they banned out all of the assassin. They didn't want to face assassin against assassin. Now they shifted towards the tank junglers by banning out the assassins, and it worked perfectly for the team Larry.
Mm-hmm. It actually worked in their favor right now. The Fredrin actually managed to, like, taunt all the enemy and unlock every single demon gaze from the side of Arnold. And that's how we see how they actually planned the entire match and managed to secure the victory. 8-4. So the MVP of this match is none other than the Fredrin with the KD of 4-0-10. That was quite a gameplay.
Yeah, and what do you think? Was giving away the Arlot was also a big mistake from the side of
Mhm.
Team Blue because they opted to pick Jushin for their first pick.
Yeah, I do agree that they kind of made a mistake in the drafting phase, and as we can see how they actually paid for their mistakes. So don't go anywhere, guys, because the last match of the best of 3 series in between Larry and Team Blue will be uh, broadcasted within a while. Take care and stay tuned.
Mode called 1 versus 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 versus 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 versus 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 versus 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 versus 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 versus 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 versus 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 versus 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 versus 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
Welcome back to Next Year Showdown, where we are witnessing the last game of quarterfinals of this whole tournament. And as a caster, I'm Sudan Rai here with ventriloquist from Bangladesh.
Thank you for the introduction. And right now, we're gonna be witnessing the final showdown in between Team Larry versus Team Blue. Will Team Larry make a clean sweep right now, or Team Blue will bounce back? We'll find out in this match. So the drafting phase has begun, and I think Team Blue understood their assignment that they shouldn't, open the Fredrin, because we all witnessed what Fredrin did. He was kind of menacing from the early to the late stage of the match, and we saw how much damage his ultimate skill can provide.
Yeah, and on top of that, being leaving that alert open for the Team Larry was another mistake from the side of Team Blue. And in this game, I think they'll be banning some heroes. They'll be banning alert as well. I think because there's Team Larry on the blue side this for
Mm-hmm.
this game.
Mm-hmm. And right now we can see the CCs getting banned as well as the cheap. But as I was talking about it, the Team Blue, they actually understood their assignment right now. So there will be no Fredrin for Team Larry. And do you really think like they can just, have some other comfort picks for like killing? Because Fredrin was like his what is that called? That showcase, that strongest pick. But still they may have some other cards in on their sleeve. What do you think?
I think, in the tank jungle, I guess that's the free win for him. Sometimes Basha as well. But yeah, he is also comfortable with lots of assassins. So I'm not sure. Maybe it will be assassin match of this game because some tank junglers are getting banned, and now we can see the Arlo getting banned. Most
I
probably
mean,
they'll have to. Uh,
mhm.
okay, that's another rock ban in this tournament.
And that was a grog ban, but as you can see, Team Blue isn't gonna give like Larry any chance because they already like went for the Fredrin as well as the Arlott without any hesitation. And Team Larry knows what a chip can do, so they actually banned out the chip as well as the Grok. So the final ban from Team Blue, I think they will go for something like Lancelot or as Isan Shin.
But banning out an assassin will be against their advantage, because they'll be left with no assassin which can compete against one of them, like assassin, like Lancelot or Isensin. So I guess Kimi is also a great ban. Is Kimi was also one of the annoying pick from the side of Larry, which could melt down the any players from the side of their team. But okay, they are going for the Angela ban, so most probably, what do you say, an assassin pick? Or okay, that's gonna be a assassin pick from Galen.
Instead of assassin pick, they went for the safest assassin, which is the marksman as well, the Isan Shin. So the Isan Shin, just by securing the Isan Shin, they actually allow Team Blue to secure Lancelot, or else they can go for the Roger as well. Because I do think the Roger is a really good pick, but I think they should take their time, look at the picks, but before the next banning phrase, and pick the right jungler, because Team Larry will ban out Isanshin's counter onto the next banning phrase. So as we can see, Irithel as well as the Hylos got secured by the Team Blue, and I do think like picking up the Irithel this early wasn't a wise choice.
Yeah, maybe they are trying to avoid the pick of Granger, or maybe 1-1 as well. But 1-1 have been abandoned in today's matches. We didn't see any ban or any picks of 1-1 in either the game match number 1 or in this match. But who knows? maybe it could she could pop up, so why not pick a Rethel before she gets picked up? But okay, we can see there's no any marksman pick from the side of team Larry for the phase number one. Let's see if that will be the same case from team Blue, if they will be picking Lancelot or not.
I think they should go for Kadita instead of the Lancelot because Kadita does
Mhm.
hold the upper hand against heroes like Eve. But we cannot forget that there's still a Phobius. I think Phobius will be able to,
Yeah.
use his enhanced basic attack onto Kadita just to interrupt the combo. But let's see how Team Blue manages to, make a draft because the what is that called? Yeah, the Krita is a really good pick at the moment, but still they went for the Hilda just to deny some buff or make some pressure in the jungle area.
And yeah, in the game number one, actually, it worked really well for them. Or maybe, oh, if I'm not wrong, that was the match number one, right? Okay, I'm really
Hmm.
sorry for that.
Well, I have a question. If I say Team Blue, is it gonna be Larry because they're on the blue side and or Team Blue because they're on the red side? So basically, they're Team Red and Team Blue at the same time.
Yeah, actually, I also talked about the same thing in the game number one. Okay, talking about the draft phase, yeah, the Karita was of a great fate against Eve, so yeah, it was safe to ban her out, and that's gonna be another ban, and that's Lancelot, where it is Kalea for from the side of Team Blue.
Hmm. And right now, we can see Karina getting picked, and that is quite an unexpected pick because Karina is a really good assassin against the Isan Shin, but I'm not quite sure why they actually didn't pick Lancelot or Kadita against Team Larry, and the Lancelot and Kadita, both of them getting banned from the side of Team Larry, and they didn't even hesitate banning those heroes.
All right, so maybe Team Blue with that Karina, they are very comfortable with that, and if they manages to, you know, outscale them, then I guess it will be easy for Karina. But okay, there comes a great answer for Karina. There will be a rather the riot from that Belleric, that tree, which will interrupt the engagement or the the hero lockdown for Karina.
Hmm. I do think the Belleric is gonna be a pain when it comes to like Arena, as well as the Granger. I mean, don't get me wrong, Granger is a really good hero against Karina because he doesn't need any basic attack to kill. So
Mhm.
Team Blue successfully outplayed themselves. That's what I can say for sure.
Yeah, if they were to pick Karina, they could have picked her in the last pick, because no one expects Karina. If they had to pick Karina, then they could have avoided the incoming counters from the team Larry, because they had the last pick for that for them reserved.
Mhm. I do think right now Team Blue does have some plan on their mind. It can be a tank arena because we all know the tank arena is pretty tanky and does a lot of damage with her passive. But I do think there was better junglers other than the Karina. They could have gone for something more aggressive like the Vaksha, or else the friend was banned, so there would be no Vaksha. So I do think the Team Larry holds the upper hand when it comes to a draft, but we can't tell anything for sure because the execution matters the most.
Yeah, let's see if that's gonna be reverse sweep, or are the team blue going to redeem their win of the game number one in this game number three, and will secure the slot for semi-finals or not? This is the game number three. This is the last game for the quarterfinals of the MLBB next door showdown.
Hmm. And if we take a look at both teams right now, Team Larry does have a better draft, and right now the Granger is actually trying to keep his distance from Irithel. And on the other hand, there is some early skirmishes from the side of Team Blue and Larry on the bottom lane, and I think they will not like contest any further. And as we can see, Kimi already reached the bottom lane, and Frederick is trying to like save up the last minion because he's actually planning on denying Hilda by a little.
It might be like as you predicted, just like you predicted. It might be a tank arena, by the way, as they are trying to feed gold for Alfred as much as possible. They are trying to, unlock the potentiality of that snowball for Kimi, so that they could make the hyper carry of Kimi for the early game and maybe Kelsey for the later stage of the game.
I do think that's a really good strategy, but still there are better tank junglers other than like Arena. I do think that the Isan Shin is actually okay. Irithel is going under turret. I think he is facing some network issues at the moment, but we cannot find any pause at the right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Because
now, the
I'm not
first-
sure if there's the rule about asking the pause by themselves, or the referees must be able to comprehend the situation, and yeah, they should be initiating the pause. But okay, that's the first fight of the game. Infernal Pursuit coming up, and there's the real world manipulation where Kellen will be able to secure the turtle, but he will get taken down by Matador. Alfredi's low SP is committing for Zawado, but that's gonna be one hit for Zawado, and he will be able to take down Alfredi as well.
That one fight from Kimi was totally unnecessary because he went for the Belleric. Even if Belleric's teammate doesn't kill Kimi, I think Belleric will, because his passive does dish out a lot of damage. And here goes 4-1. Team Larry already leading the gold by maybe 1.5k.
Okay, maybe Kelsey wasn't disconnected, maybe he was facing some different kind of maybe issue. I'm not sure. He's already back to the game. Yasasi is free to loan SP already with those pokes, and we can see killing Matador via 1v2 situation.
And as we can see, Kelsey actually used his heavy crossbow onto the minion wave just to clear it fast, but he couldn't deny Granger much of the goals because he tried to crash the lane, but Granger went in before he could crash it. And right now we can see Phobius, screens something, and the real world manipulation going in with the Yip, and Karina managed to take down no one. This actually didn't go as expected, right?
Yeah, now we can see Larry. They are on the upper hand for now. Now they are just roaming freely wherever they want because they know that they have already gotten their goal lead. Now, yeah, Team Blue have to play really carefully for if they want to secure the start for semifinals.
And the only win condition for Team Blue was like farming up early on, and then just when the Kimi is online, the Irithel is online, just go in for the fights. But nope, Team Blue actually go for like a different type of planning this time, and that didn't work for them.
Yasasi. With 1 HP, okay, Matador going in, but he didn't manage to take him down. Kellen is going for the turtle. Polymorpheus is there. Matador trying to zone out the player, but he will get zoned instead. 5 of the players is seizing Matador. The damage might be enough to take him down. 5 of the players is still chasing him. Maybe that's the in for Matador, but maybe some distraction for the top lane. Maybe top lane might get pushed a little bit by Kelsey, but it's still the fight is getting continued by Prince Jackson. He's trying to zone out the players. There's the real one manipulation and some Void. He is with killing is free, and they'll be able to take down the tier 1 turret of mid lane, where lane tier 1 turret is traded by Kelsey.
At the moment, if I'm being honest here, I think Team Blue already made a huge mistake when it was the drafting, and right now they're already giving like a lot of kills to Team Larry. And right now we can see Isantin is pretty low, but without any backup, I don't think anyone will be able to take down Isantin. Top lane, first structure is gonna be destroyed onto like 5 minutes 45 seconds. And I think Team Larry does have a plan at the moment because they're already going for the skirmishes because they know all their members are kind of online.
All right, another on soccer, just to give the vision and just to just push furthermore. And again, another infernal pursuit. There is the glorious flip, but Yasasi is getting melted very, very quickly. And okay, Major is facing a lot of damage with that. It's okay with this one first skill of Void. That's okay. I forgot the skill name.
It's all right. So the turtle and maybe the final turtle is about to spawn within 11 seconds, and I think Team Larry should just take the turtle without any contest. If Team Blue contest in this turtle, I don't think they will be able to take all the damage from the Sunshine, from the Granger, as well as the Eve. And yeah, as I was talking about, Team Blue actually skipped this turtle, which was a pretty nice decision. But Team Larry will be able to take the first Lord as well, as I can predict from the momentum of Team Larry. Mountain Sugar casted by the Sunshine, and Hylos will be gunned down by Granger. I think Granger is on 30 stack at the moment, and the Holy Turret defense is gonna be taken down by Team Larry.
Okay, that's the 30 stacks. Oh, he's getting melted. By the way, I just remember the Matador's build up. By the way, he just completed his Blade of Heptasis with for the game number 1. It was valid because they were having the lead. They were keeping the lead. But this game, I don't think that was the wise idea to keep the Heptasis completed. Because he's already too squishy. I mean, Yasasi is squishy. He's the highest SP hero, but still he's getting melted down like bird. Once again, Kelsey get isolated with that real one manipulation, and he was instantly bursted down. Now they have lost their inhibitor from the top lane. Matador might fall as well. Who knows? He's getting poked by but the backstabbing from Polymorph. Yeah, he managed to take one of the player down, but he will go down as well.
And I do think right now 2 of the Holy defense is already taken down. So it is gonna be a really good Lord contest for Team Larry because they can already pressure the top lane. But I certainly want to see the builds from both teams because I'm not quite sure if Karina is going for he is going for magic build. So making Hilda Blade of Heptasis for Hilda was a really bad decision because they do have a lot of damage. The Hylos does damage, the Irithel does damage, the Kimi does damage, even the Karina is on damage build. So Hilda should have gone for some more tanky or defensive items because right now the goal difference is 10k, and I don't think they will be able to protect many turrets because Team Larry already managed to take down the first turret onto the top lane, and they will pressure mid as well as the bottom lane as soon as they can.
Yeah, now the Team Larry is trying to keep the pressure. Now they are trying to take down the inhibitor turret. That's the fraction pulse. That was nice, but Yasasi is facing a lot of damage. He had to retreat. Now the base turrets are wide open, but still the bottom lane haven't been synchronized well by the players of Team Larry.
I think it is synchronized perfectly because right now Mountain Chakra casted by the Ascension will try to deal some damage onto the Karina. Karina is getting melted. Real one manipulation from the Eve, and here goes the Holy Turret defense. And right now, I think Team Larry is planning on securing this match with this Lord push. Will they be able to take it down?
Another throw is perfect to defend this Lord push. Yasasi is going in with his full might, but Varun is one with the right double kill for one triple, maybe Maniac, but no, that's Frinzax Ninja taking down that kill, and that's the reverse sweep coming up from the team Larry.
I mean, I think Team Blue took Team Larry, not that seriously because judging by their picks, they were confident that they can win the draft, but they lost both the draft and the match in a really smooth way. Like Team Larry was taking all the objectives, all the jungle creeps, and they were kind of an unstoppable force when it comes to the Isan Shin, the Killen, as well as the Granger. And as we can see, the MVP of the match is none other than the Granger without completing his entire boot.
Yeah, that later pick of Granger was very came really handy for them, because as you talked earlier, Karina with with her first skill will not have that reflection, or the the damage deflection from the skills coming up from the Granger's rhapsodies, or Death Sonata, or anything coming up from him.
I mean, Granger was kind of like an unstoppable force, and I like it how Team Larry played out the entire match with a plan that they were like, yeah, if we win the first turtle, I think we are gonna secure the next objective, or maybe deny the farm by a bit. But on the other hand, if we talk about the Team Blue, they actually went so reckless. They were so reckless in the early game that they couldn't even take more than 2 kills.
And now that wraps up the quarterfinals of this tournament, which is next door Showdown. By the way, the qualified team for the semifinals are We Are Bots, and there's Hora Sports from the day one, and from the day two we got Vintage Victory and Larry from this recent match. So there is 4 team qualified for the semifinals, and I guess the matches for the semifinals will be is scheduled for October 20 and 21st, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, you can follow all of the social medias of MLBB Nepal and MLBB Bangladesh in Facebook and Instagram, and even YouTube to keep up with the updates.
So that's for today. We'll be back on 20th October. Don't go anywhere. Stay connected. Take care and have a nice day. Ventriloquist signing off.
We'll also add a set amount of 1 versus 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 versus 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 versus 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 versus 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
C.